Done. Yo, welcome to episode 3 of Organic Thoughts. My name is Machi Provost. Oh, snap. We're on episode 4. My bad. Thank you, Martin. So, I'm a huge fan. I appreciate it, man. As you know, I'm your host, Machi Provost. And then we got Fritz, Troy back with us, Dave. And then for newcomers, we have Brandon and Martin Pope. And if y'all know Martin Pope, he's Timmy P's little brother. Older brother. Yeah, man. But, we got something interesting for y'all today. And the topic of this content is called Navigating Through My Skin. Navigating Life Through My Skin, excuse me. And first off, the kind of like the biggest headline that's been in the media recently is blackface. So with blackface, what are y'all's thoughts and feelings about it?
I would say blackface, you do it to make money. I mean, look at Gucci. Like, they have blackface jackets, they have blackface hoodies. And yeah, black people get outraged about it, but then 2 weeks later, guess who's back in that same store? So,
yeah,
blackface makes money, man. So that's my opinion on it. I mean, it's good to be outraged about it, but if we're not going to actually actively do anything about, let's boycott Gucci, but then you have like Mayweather and other people who are big. And they're like, I don't care, I'm going to Gucci. Then exactly. It's no point for us to boycott because Mayweather's going to outspend all of us put together. So,
well, how come we give Mayweather the kind of clout to do that? Why do y'all think we give Mayweather the opportunity to say, like, you know what? I'm gonna keep buying Gucci. We know he has a shit boatload of money, right? Yeah. But why do we keep thinking it's okay for him to just say, I'm gonna still buy Gucci, I'm still gonna buy Prada, I'm still gonna buy what was the store that did the kid with the monkey? H&M. So I'm still gonna buy H&M because I have the finances to do it. Like, what is holding us back as a collective from saying that we're gonna boycott a specific brand in order to enrich our culture?
I think you answer that for yourself. As a collective, we are not a collective unit, and that's one of the greatest weapons against ourselves. We are just not collective. The moment something arises, we start to pick sides, and then we start to bicker amongst each other. So I said, we're just not a collective unit.
Yeah. I would even say a lot of it comes down to, so there's a video on YouTube, you can Google this if you're watching, it's called How to Sell to the Negro. It's
I've seen that
video from 1960. So essentially it's like, it's all about, okay, well, if you show them value in this material, in this product, they'll buy it because they're trying to impress, I know, the billionaire white guys are like, I'm gonna wear shorts, t-shirts, I'm gonna drive a 95 Honda Civic. I don't care. I have my money. I have no one to impress. But then, we as black people sometimes we try to one up each other. It's like, oh, I got those new Jordans and you don't. I'm better than you. That's just the mentality now. But the question is, how do you fix that mentality?
That's crazy. At what point in history did we become like that?
No, but the thing about it is this video he was talking about came out in like 50s and 60s.
Yeah.
They already been knew this, bro. And it's like not a true thing. I watched the video before.
Yeah?
What?
Talking about self-esteem issues and stuff like that. So we have to wear expensive stuff, look better and feel good about ourselves.
But they would, because whether we like it or not, we grow with an inferior complex.
Yeah, that's true.
So if they're using that inferior complex to make judgments on us.
Basically what that video is basically talking about, because basically the video said we are not that confident as we think we are.
But we can't be.
We're only confident because we have flashy stuff, and if you take away all the flashy stuff from us, we are nothing. That's how that video.
So they're saying if we don't wear this stuff, then we're devalued as a culture. We don't wear it.
The video is saying that's how we see each other within our community.
Oh,
that's
right. Now that's what creates competition.
Yeah, I'm trying to say, so now basically as a retailer, they use that marketing strategy to sell stuff.
Right. And I guess the phrase, keeping up with the Johnsons, the Johnsons, they got that new car. Now we gotta go get a new car. We ain't gonna let the Johnsons outdo us when it's not.
That's true.
So
That's like something that we can see is definitely like encouraged by like most industries and like black communities and stuff like that. That will like and heighten, go get these cars, go get these clothes. Don't spend too much money on like getting properties or different like valuable stuff. So it's mostly because like black folks, we're like, this is the flashy thing, but it's also a thing about like our culture as well. We're passionate, we can heighten everything. We get around something and it just like blows up. So that's just like something we naturally do. These industries though, they study us way back then. It's go like way back when it came to our lands and started taking people from that. Because they knew exactly like what was going on with the type of people, what type of like culture, rich culture they got. And it's not to say like black people here, Asian people here, white people down here. It's not that. It's just what it is. But like fast forward to this point, we're at a part where we got Floyd Mayweather now like on the pedestal for like the entire black community now, talking about I don't care, I'm going to Gucci either way. Now he's very influential. People are gonna look at that and be like, I don't care, I like Gucci. I don't really necessarily care about the blackface, but like they brought it up as like, at what point did we even get here to like just let shit slide like that?
And I feel like Tommy Hilfiger said something like this way back. He was like, he knew that black people would be wearing his clothes.
Yeah, he didn't like that.
No, not at all.
He said that,
And then he said he never said that.
I don't know why.
He said he never said
He
that.
started losing money and he's like, nah.
But he said that. But I mean, but we still. I mean,
Same thing with Papa John's. I got friends, they took, you don't see Papa John's anywhere near that company, but I still got friends who eat there every day.
Sure.
So they're like, oh, he said the N-word, I don't care, he speaks as good as shit, you know? So.
Good. Mark, you about to say something?
I was gonna say I think blackface is like the visual version of nigger. You know what I'm saying? With an N-word, I'm not sure how you.
yeah, you good, man.
So like,
You curse.
it's. But no, so like, but it's like I feel like it's a visual version of nigger. So it's like maybe Mayweather is trying to make it like, oh, they call us nigger, but we gonna turn it into nigger. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
And it might be in the same exact way like Kanye West is trying to do with the American Great Again hat. Oh, like he swears up and down this like love and connectivity. It's like we're all one people, and it's like I guess your intentions may be okay, but at the end of the day, you're not executing it properly.
It sounds like they're looking for a way to strip the power out of the item that's being branded.
But at the end of the day, especially with this Gucci thing, you giving them the money.
That's the biggest point.
You know what I'm
That's the
saying?
biggest
What
point.
I'm saying though, are we gonna use that one instance and say, okay, family with this and family with that?
Well, no.
Because family has done a lot for the black community.
That's true. That's true. All right. So we can't get on this man and say like he's the epitome of our downfall because he's not.
Yeah.
It's as you said or as we were talking about earlier. It's the collective's responsibility, and that comes from education. Like if we don't educate one another how to spend our money, how to save our money, and ultimately how to invest our money, then are we really helping each other? Are we really trying to drive a culture? Are we trying to drive an economy that can also benefit not only the black community, but it can benefit the Hispanic, it can benefit the Asian, just all the minority groups across the board. Like, let's try to figure out how to create an embrace upon people that is not singular. It has to be complex nowadays because America's a melting pot. Whether we like it or not, we're in a melting pot, and we have to be able to learn how to accept one another's different cultures, religions, and views in order to survive and have discussions upon how we get further with our knowledge. You know?
So let me ask you this, I'm gonna play devil's advocate. So do you feel like blackface is the same that it was back in the day? Obviously back in the day, blackface was racist, like flat out. But today, especially with how other cultures, they appropriate so much from black culture. Like they love the rap music, they love the clothes, they love, they just love being black. And same thing with Halloween. If you go and you say, I want to be a Native American, and you put feathers in your hair, and that's racist too. But it's not, they're not trying to be racist, they like the costume and they like Native American culture. So now, do you feel like blackface is as racist as it once was? I'm not saying it's not completely non-racist, but do you feel like it's the same? It's looked at the same way now?
I feel like it carries the same energy, And the reason that it carries the same energy is because you have people in strong political seats, i.e. the governor of Virginia, right?
Florida too.
And
Florida.
I'm not sure what the second one was, but I think so.
Florida.
But this man is a person who, now he did blackface when he was in college, which was about 30, 40 years ago, right? Now, that was a very racist, pretty much time. We're coming into now, racism has not changed, it's just evolved. It's more indiscreet now. So you could be talking to Joe Blow, and Joe Blow says, so you really think you can walk inside this building? He's not telling you, hey, you're a nigger, you can't walk in this building. He's saying, indirectly, you really think you're gonna walk in there without a consequence, you know what I mean? So I think that blackface nowadays is like yes, people want to be involved in our culture, but you can find that through different means. You can find that through how to speak with us through our language, right? Because if you think about the way that the black community speaks, for instance, I know you and I were talking about this the other day, like whenever I was growing up, right, I was considered the white black boy because I was smart and I spoke with full sentences, and I had friends in the black community that were like, yo, why are you speaking like that? Like, what's wrong with you? Like, why can't you speak the same as us? And I'm just like, I'm looking at myself like, is there something wrong with me? Like, what am I doing wrong? But really, I'm just living up to what my parents were able to teach me. They were able to come through a generation of, well, first, they were first generation college students. So I was able to have the home training and the etiquette as well as the language to go out and talk to people from Caucasian, African American, Asian, Indian, no matter what it was, I was gonna try to hold a conversation with you, you know what I mean? But going back to blackface and the language on there, I still think it's an indiscreet type of racism that people might